In this video, I'm gonna go over the 7 secrets that pro pickleball players don't want you to know. Disclaimer, this video consists of only advanced tips, stuff that you've seen nowhere else on the internet, and I can guarantee that. No matter if you're an intermediate or an advanced player, they will be applicable to you and will change the way that you see the game. Tip number 1, this has been instrumental to my game, and it's if you're in a cross-court dink battle, but you leave the ball a little too high and you know your opponent is going to flick it, the mistake that players make is they slide to cover the middle with their forehand and then they often get jammed in the chest. What we want to actually do is if we know we left a dink up high, we want to slide all to the middle with our backhand. That way we don't have to guess. Oh! This is so effective because you know you hit a high ball and you're going to get attacked. So instead of having to guess with only a split second to spare, you just commit to the backhand. If the ball's over there, it's out of bounds. So this gives you your best shot to get a paddle on it. Tip number 2, this is by far the #1 mistake intermediate and even advanced players make, and it's their play style is reactive instead of proactive. We always want to be proactive. What does this mean? So if the ball is, let's say, this way, cross court from me, what the amateur players will do is their paddle will be here, and then if the opponent speeds it up, they have to react to the ball. That's too slow. What we want to do is if the ball is that way, my paddle tip should be at this ball. So if it gets sped up, I'm proactive. I'm looking for the opportunity. Just to clarify, in tip number 1, we know that we pop the ball up and it's going to get attacked. That's why we commit with our backhand. In this scenario, we don't necessarily think he's going to speed it up. We're just being cautious in case he does. That's why we have our paddle like this, as opposed to sliding. Tip number 3 is you should be hitting aggressive topspin drops off of a big serve. Meaning you hit a really strong, powerful serve, you get a weak return, your opponent is going to be late getting to the kitchen line. We want to capitalize by hitting that aggressive drop to catch them off guard. Players make the mistake of not capitalizing on their advantage. What they'll do is they'll hit a great serve, they get a weak return, but then they just hit a soft drop and they put no pressure on the opponent. Tip number 4, this is pro level stuff, so pay attention. It's when your opponent hits a third shot drop, like this, and they're in the middle of the court, like that, I want to speed this ball up. What players often do is they speed it up to the wings of his body. So like for instance, I would do this, and he would just crush it because he's waiting to hit a forehand or a two-handed backhand. What you actually want to do is take this ball and speed it up square at his chest. Since he's looking here and here, the chest is almost always open on all players. So I'd want to do this. I have the ball, square at his body, and then you saw he was here and then got jammed at the last second. You'd be surprised at how effective this is. Tip number 5, here's the golden opportunity on when you should lob your opponent. Most players make the mistake of just lobbing out of panic, which is the worst thing we want to do. We actually want to throw up a lob depending on our opponent's play style. If they do this one very thing, it should be a green light in our head to lob. So right now, me and Alec are just dinking. I wouldn't lob in this scenario. Everything looks normal. Looks normal? Okay. The second I would lob is when he starts doing this. Look, he's leaning in, trying to get my ball out of the air. That's a green light to lob. Winner, see. This is when pickleball is like chess. He makes a move, so I do something to counteract his move. So again, whenever you see somebody leaning in, shrinking the kitchen, I feel a lot of pressure. He's making the court really small. That's when you lob, because all of his weight is going forward. That shot is open every single time. taking a quick break from the video for a second, Zach and Alec have never tried Slam It, and it blows my mind. So we had the idea to get their impressions live in the video. This is live. Have you guys ever had it before?
Have not, but
Let's go, baby.
But we got to get it in.
I'm excited to see the reaction. Shake it up. Best stuff, baby. What do you think? Oh my God.
That was so good I had to slam it.
Hey, Alec, come back. Tip number 6 is for when we're in the mid-court and we're looking to attack a ball with one hand on the paddle. What we want to do is we want to roll this ball with a locked wrist and only use our elbow like this. What we want to avoid doing, what everybody does, is they flick the ball from the mid-court. The reason we roll the ball is since we're in the middle of the court and we're looking to advance forward, there's a lot of variability. So the less we do is better. So when we flick and use our wrist, it's super inconsistent. When we roll, we're only using the shoulder. And the best part about this is even if the ball is down here, when we roll, it's all topspin. So it always keeps the ball in play. When we flick, we're only hitting down, so the ball literally has to be up here to flick. Rolling makes you a much more versatile player. From here, I can go down the line, I can go cross, I can go through the middle. When I flick, my wrist swing path is only this way. So I can't even hit the ball that way. I'm telegraphing to my opponent that I have to go that way if I flick. Tip number 7 is an elite skill to have, and it's when your partner is cross-court dinking and you sense them getting a little wild or crazy, look at his strokes, that means he's probably going to pop the ball up. So as soon as I see him doing that, what I want to do is actually take a step back off the line. So if he's hitting these wild, aggressive dinks, if he leaves one up, I'm here, I'm giving myself time to counter or reset this ball. If I just stand on the line, I'm just a sitting duck. I'm just waiting to get picked apart from an attack. After a point like that happens, where I have to step back to neutralize the rally, when we're walking back to the baseline, I'll say to my partner, like, hey, I felt you getting a little out of control there. Next time, like, let's try to slow it down and stay more consistent. That's like a nice way of saying, stop doing stupid stuff. Thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, comment down below which tip was your favorite. Like I said, these are all super advanced tips. I could pretty much guarantee you haven't heard any of them before, so please let me know what you want to see more of. YouTube thinks you should watch this video next, and so do I. Keep getting better at pickleball.